20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making it.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll start here with Jackson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On play action, Rivers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found, and one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. The Jets at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
52 blaster. Steal. Check steal. Quick. Yellow. Ready.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing, Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Rivers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken.
Okay, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing Jones. And he's got Pruitt.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he stopped immediately there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10.
18, right here. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season, the future bright. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Let's go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. To the air again here, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of... Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Jones now on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Following the interception here, Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Ready.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ready.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ready?
Slot man moves right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
18
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
17.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers. He will find his man Chase complete. That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. It's caught by Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught, Beckham.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jones, he's going to let this one go deep.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll look to throw again.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Rivers.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Rivers. He's got this complete to Williams.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw, Rivers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, it's Rivers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Let's go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rivers now. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones on 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Khair Elam makes a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Rivers here to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters. Every 4 games and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
This was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So